Hi everyone, my name is JC of The Mindful Awakening, and welcome to this week's episode of Mindful Mondays, where we'll take a look at the general collective energy for the week of October the 25th to November the 1st. If these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be told every single time I drop a new video. If these messages don't resonate right at this moment, definitely check back later on in the week, since energy is fluid and time is fluid as well. We're going to be pulling 4 cards for general energy, clarifying the cards, and pulling some advice. So let's take a look and see what's in store for the general collective for October the 25th to November the 1st. Show us what we need to see. Wow, well, we got some big energy here. Let me tell you that. All right. All right, so we are starting off this week with a bang. We got the Tower upright. So this week, a lot of storylines that we're going through right now, whether in work, in our friendships, in relationships, exes from the past that materialized out of nowhere during retrograde season, all of the little seeds we've been planting during the full moon period, so many things that no longer serve us are falling away. This can also be attitudes that we have about ourselves, a lot of thinking about how we ended up, the things that are no longer in our lives, that fell away suddenly. Anything that hasn't been built on solid ground has now crumbled down and is going to continue crumbling at the beginning of this week. Following the Tower, we have here the 3 of Cups upright. Some of us are going to be spending some time going back to our core friendships, leaning on our family, leaning on our support systems in order to help us get through this very challenging time. It's a highly emotionally charged time, and it's looking as if we're going to feel like we don't have a lot of choices in terms of what we should be doing next and how to go about these next steps. We're confused. We're second guessing things. We haven't felt like ourselves lately, and it feels like we're stuck with slim pickings. What do I do now? I have no idea what to do. And it certainly is starting to feel like we're a little bit lost. But the interesting thing is, we need to look at our current situations from a different perspective with the Hanged Man upright. And I know this energy feels very opposite to Mercury station direct. You know, traditionally we believe that it does take a second. It takes about 2 weeks until things start feeling normal again. And as much as we want to go full steam ahead because these things have fallen away so suddenly, because we've experienced such huge shifts in the most prominent dynamics that affect our lives, and it's going to be different for everybody, but these parts of ourselves and of our lives that we've been clinging on to because they felt safe, because we know the outcomes, because we've been stuck in these cycles, we're being called now to ask ourselves, what is the lesson that we still have to learn from this? What are the parts that we've been avoiding because it is painful? Where can we lean on? Who can we lean on for support? Because this isn't a situation that we can necessarily go through alone. As much as we're going through this path alone, we're being told, we're being reminded that we're never actually alone, because we're all reflections of one another. So as much as we think we're going through something by ourselves, I can guarantee you here that there are people in your life that will understand. But it's about opening yourself up and leaning on certain people to get the support that you need to get through this Tower moment. This is actually a blessing in disguise. So let's pull some clarification on the Tower. What can we expect from this Tower moment? What can we expect from this Tower moment? Big things are ending. Big cycles are ending. Big things are ending. The Tower is clarified by the Four of Swords upright, a need to rest after this really heavy energy, after these big revelations, after something painful comes to the surface, after we're faced with the truth of what your circumstance actually is. And it hasn't been easy. It has not been fun in games. This might shift with the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords upright. This is going to shift some major relationship dynamics in your life, whether in the workplace, you're making big moves that are going to affect work, with your family, big moves that are going to change your family structure, your friendships, your partners, your financial situation. Huge shifts and changes now. There's no way you can rush the healing process in this. It's going to take you a second. And I say lean into this pain. Lean into what can no longer be taken forward. Lean into the emotions, the hurt. Because only when you face it head on do you have an opportunity to process and then take it and release it and surrender it to the universe, because everything really is happening for a reason. Let's pull on the Three of Cups. What do we need to know about the Three of Cups? If you are going through a hard time right now, I promise you things are going to get better. You need to hold on and stay strong, because everything is happening for your highest good. We just need to change perspectives, because it feels out of control, but maybe consider that you've never been in control. All right, the Three of Cups is clarified by, interesting, Three of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This wasn't your choice. I think you're still trying to juggle certain things that you know no longer serve you, and you didn't make a choice, and so something happened. I think you're reluctant to go and get some support or ask for help, or even like speak to people about what you're going through personally. Part of you is still thinking about the stuff that didn't work out, and what you could have done differently because of a choice that you didn't end up making. Maybe it wasn't a choice in a timely manner, and it ended up backfiring, whatever you ended up choosing. Maybe you're afraid of your friends or family members saying, I told you so, or having some judgments and opinions about the choice that you made. But this card came up upright, which is indicating to me that I think your support system will surprise you. You have some stories about how they're not going to be understanding or be there for you, but this is indicating to me that maybe this is all in your head because of some experiences that were painful from your past that might actually be impacting the way that you experience the people that love you. But they're here for you. So consider that maybe you need to do some more healing work and releasing these old storylines and patterns, because you have help if you actually look for it. Seven of Cups in reverse. This might also just be, needing to take a break. Really feel it. I really feel it for the collective this week. We need to take a break. Seven of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Wands upright. We're waiting for what's coming up next. We're not feeling so hot financially. We're not feeling stable at all. We feel like we are not getting any real opportunities. It feels like you've researched all this as far as you can go. Like, what else is there to learn about the situation? I have tried everything now. And it feels like your back is against a wall. And what next? This feels like a what next, what now moment, because it really feels like there's nothing else. It's like you're searching for the answer, but there's nothing else there. Maybe the reason why there's nothing else there is to prompt you to take that pause, is to prompt you to not do anything. Maybe there isn't anything left for you to do except just stop. And you'll know what that means. The Hanged Man. Can we please clarify the Hanged Man? The Hanged Man is clarified by, oh, well, look at that. The Hanged Man is clarified by the Nine of Cups upright, the Nine of Pentacles upright, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, if we just lean into doing nothing and embracing this stagnant pause, if we just surrender to looking at this from a different perspective, because more information is coming in due time, in God's time, in divine time, if we just look at this with a silver lining, we'll actually be able to lean into the Nine of Cups energy and the Nine of Pentacles energy. We have more than we think we need. It's already within us. The love, the support, the happiness, the abundance, it's there. It lives within us, but we need to continue to release this trap that we've placed ourselves in, because there's nothing holding us back except us. And maybe that's part of the healing. Maybe that's part of the letting go that we need to do in order to complete this full tower moment. Maybe that's why we keep having these tower moments, because we keep thinking that we can learn our way out of this, that there's some new strategy, some new thing that will make it easier for us, that will make things faster, that will make it more efficient, that'll get us there to the healing part, the fun part, the good part faster. But that ain't it. We just need to do nothing and let the tower fall and feel what we've been avoiding. All right, some final advice, please. Some final advice for October 25th to November 1st. We've been getting these tower moment cards for weeks now. Last week, I believe we got it too. This week, same thing. This is the aftermath of the tower. We've got 3 cards here that fell. We have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. Go out in nature. The fresh air and the grounding will probably help you. We also have here Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Maybe that's all we got to do, right? We keep saying there's nothing left. We've done everything that we can do. Maybe this is a moment to pause on purpose. And that's a perspective change that's happening here. Take a pause, take a beat, collect your thoughts, and be ready to communicate them outward with love. Our words are powerful. So be mindful of how we're speaking our life into being. And then lastly, we have here El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. There's a lot of love. A lot of love this week, a lot of protection, communication, and grounding. Okay, with the tower falling the way that it is, it's been a few weeks now that things are revealing themselves, crumbling, and it feels like, geez, how much more can we take? The good news is, it looks like we've pretty much hit the end. So this week, take the hit, embrace it, let the impact fall, feel the impact, feel the world of it, and it's only then that you'll be able to release the things that no longer serve you, and then to maybe look at this from a different perspective. Let's pull from Warrior of the Light. Each Warrior of the Light contains within him the spark of God. His destiny is to be with other warriors, but sometimes he will need to practice the art of the sword alone. This is why when he is apart from his companions, he behaves like a star. He lights up his allotted part of the universe and tries to point out the galaxies and worlds to all those who gaze up at the sky. The warrior's persistence will soon be rewarded. Gradually, other warriors approach, and they join together and form constellations, each with their own symbols and mysteries. The warrior rarely knows the result of a battle when the battle is over. The activity of fighting will have generated an enormous amount of energy around him, and there is always a moment when victory and defeat are equally possible. Time will tell who won and who lost, but he knows that. From that moment on, he can do nothing more. The fate of that battle lies in God's hands. At such moments, the Warrior of the Light is not concerned with results. He examines his heart and asks, "Did I fight the good fight?" And if the answer is yes, he can rest. If the answer is no, he takes up his sword and begins training all over again. And that's what that is here. This right here. Time will tell who won and who lost, but he knows that. From that moment on, he can do nothing more. There's nothing more you can do. All you need to do now is ask yourself, did you fight the good fight? Did you fight the good fight? And that's what this week is going to be for us. This isn't going to be, let's press fast forward and get to the good stuff now. This is the pause. This is the breath, the first inhale after the tower has fallen. See your life for what it really is now. See yourself for what it is. And once the dust settles, take a look at what's around you. Take stock of what's around you. And then move. But if you try to rush through this situation, you'll find very quickly that you don't have very many options. And things are not going to work out in your favor. So get back to the planet. Go outside. Take some fresh air. Ground yourself. Deal with your throat chakra. Communicate. And open up your heart chakra and approach these new conversations, whether with yourself or with others, with love and openness so that we can move forward and heal. The next stage is the healing. Right now, you gotta feel it. So everyone, I wish you the best of luck this week, and I will catch you next week in the next episode of Mindful Mondays. Bye.